Here is my non-spoiler review for Fantastic Four First Steps. While I wouldn't say this movie is fantastic, I did have a great time. This is a very good movie. It just didn't get to the levels I was hoping for. Maybe that's my own fault for, anticipating something different. But it's still a very solid movie. By far, the best Fantastic Four movie we have had. I think there are directions that this movie kind of went a little bit all over the place. I do thoroughly enjoy this movie. I do wish, though, we had some characters that were a bit further developed. My boy Finn said this, and I agree. Pedro Pascal is great, but he's not used in the right way. It kind of could have just been any other guy. As someone that did enjoy the amount of parenting, you could feel him just wanting to be a good father and making sure everything is okay with his son. I just think beyond that, there's not enough that's fleshed out for Pedro Pascal's character of Reed Richards. This movie does its job where it gets you to the next movie. This movie kind of does what it needs to do to make sure that you kind of know who the Fantastic Four are, you know what they've gone through, and you're going to know more in Avengers Doomsday. That's what I'd imagine. This just does a great job in making sure we put out a solid movie. You know who the Fantastic Four are in the MCU, and then now we get to see them possibly get developed further in Avengers Doomsday. But that's kind of how I looked at it. I'm like, all right, they made sure they had a good movie so then they could push the story a bit further for Doomsday. I just think there are moments that could have been fleshed out a bit more. I would have loved to have seen more out of The Thing. I would have loved to have seen some of the stuff that we've kind of seen in the older movies, like, his dilemma being someone that is looking the way he does. But, maybe we don't need it, but I do think we kind of get thrown into this universe. We don't need the backstory if you're familiar enough with these characters, but a little bit more fleshing out who they are and what they've gone through could have been a little bit more to get this movie up over the top for me. As I said in the top, not fantastic, but it is pretty good. I'm giving it a nice 3.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. What could have done it for you to make this movie better? Explain to me in the comments.